Very good afternoon, guys. Welcome back to the channel. I hope you're having a decent day. Thank you to every single one of you joining in to catch the videos at this moment. To the subscribers of the channel, thank you guys so much. And there are still a few updates coming out from Nigerian Spy Boost. And of course, today, being Wednesday, is the day that we get to, know whether Nwabali is actually going to take any part in that Friday's game against Angola. And of course, in my last video, I obviously updated that there is a series of tests, final fitness tests that all these players will be made to go through. And then, of course, according to Peseiro, Nwabali is going to obviously take part in that one. If he's declared pass for it, then he's going to be ready for that one. But the good thing about this whole situation is that yesterday he actually trained with the team, which of course I mentioned in the last video. He trained and he had some meaningful contributions to the team. But that's not the update at this minute. The real update at this minute is the fact that Usman Al Hassan has obviously been really improving and impressing in the trainings. Of course, he went on injury, and then Peseiro had the likes of Iwobi coming to replace him, and then at one point Aribo came on also to replace. But it turns out that Iwobi is the man that has won the heart of Peseiro, especially after Yusuf went on injury, and then Peseiro was now looking for a midfield pair for Onyeka, because of course Peseiro is a huge fan of Onyeka. He's very combative, he's very rugged head. He knows his game. He plays a bit like Ndidi. So anybody that's going to be in that midfield will be someone that plays with him, not someone that replaces him. Onyeka is, at this moment, a permanent shirt holder for that team. So the only shirt that's now apparently free, in theory, is the one of Iwobi. But Iwobi came out yesterday in the last match. He showed up against Cameroon and he played really well. He was especially important in balancing that midfield while Onyeka was doing the whole hard tackle. Iwobi was settling the midfield. But again, Yusuf is back. Very great player, very impressive player, very aggressive player, good for one-on-ones, good in defending, good in terms of covering a lot of areas, and general work rate is very excellent. Peseiro seems to have found this team, especially after that Cameroon display and how excellent the boys performed. He will be especially playing really impressive, and was a huge part of the goal that actually came on, even though he was playing deep in the midfield. But of course, Yusuf, the report that's now coming is that he has continued his making his impression in the trainings, even though he's just recovered very recently. But of course, we don't expect Peseiro to make any sort of change to the team that actually won that Cameroon game. I for one do not expect him to change the formation. I don't expect him to change the players as well. If everything turns good, we are definitely going to see that winning team being recycled into this Angola game. But let's see how that one goes. Yusuf pushing for starting berth. He's definitely a player that wants to start. He's showing that intent. He's showing that hard work in trainings. But of course, the final decisions is still left for Peseiro to decide whether he's going to start him in that game or he's going to be in the bench and come off later. But it's really very good to see our players impressing, playing really well, using their hearts, bringing out their A games in trainings as well. And of course, if you want to lift the Nations Cup, if you want to lift any trophy at all, you're going to have squad depth. You're going to have people in the bench that are equally as good as the ones that are starting matches, which is the reason why I think Nigeria is getting it right. The boys that are not playing, they are all very good. They are fired up. They are looking for one slight chance to replace the ones that are in the first team to start playing games. But of course, I'll just go straight to the other update, which is the fact that a number of Nigerian fans are obviously calling out on Yusuf Peseiro to uh, actually replace Stanley Nwabali in the event he doesn't recover fully for that Angola game. So a number of Nigerian fans are actually calling out for the coach to replace Nwabali with Ojo Olorunleke. Of course, you know that in that Cameroon game, when Nwabali actually was unable to continue, it was Uzoho that came on to replace him. But right now, a lot of Nigerians, are not happy with that reality. And on X, which was previously Twitter, we saw a lot of Nigerians who, came out and they were lashing at Peseiro that substitution wasn't the best, that Ojo Olorunleke should be the guy that replaces Stanley if he is unable to play. But we hope that doesn't become the reality, because definitely we all want to see Stanley, fully recovered and also making a comeback, a strong comeback in that game. So hopefully we won't be needing Ojo or Zoho. With all due respect, they are all good, they have quality, and the report right now from the camp is that they are even actually improving. They've now really been impressing very well, but we've not had the chance to see them in real game because Stanley has cemented that place and hasn't stopped impressing. So hopefully Stanley recovers, and it looks very likely that he's going to recover. But again, I'll just leave that update and go straight to the last one, which is the fact that there has been an update that Peseiro is not playing, he's not joking, and he has been really strict, very strict in fact, to these players. He doesn't care who you are, he doesn't care your status in that team, whether you're the oldest or you're the highest earner. He is very strict and disciplined to the guys. He apparently has set a number of rules for the team, and you don't break that rule. No matter who you are, you do not break that rule. They are currently occupying the 4th floor of the Pullman's hotel in Abidjan, Ivory Coast, and there's a rule that that was set there. You don't break the curfew that was set. 11 p.m. is the time that you go to sleep, and whenever they are in session doing anything that concerns the plans for the team, you do not pick calls. You don't come in with a female friend or a female guest or whatever. It's very strict. That's the report that's coming out right now. And Peseiro has sent out warning to these guys, every single one of them, that he will not relent or hesitate to, remove anyone who fails this rule, who flaunts this rule. He is very strict with it. And apparently, based on the report, he has had a security personnel to check, that's their 4th floor, and of course check the routines, whether anybody is breaking the curfew, whether anybody is breaking the rule about bringing female guests, whether anybody is breaking the rule about answering calls when they are not supposed to, whether anybody is breaking the rule of not showing up to team meetings on time. These are the things that Coach Yusuf Peseiro has set in place, and he is very mean and determined with these rules. And of course, that is obviously why you are seeing these guys play the way they are playing. They are really working under a very disciplined environment. Nobody is above the law. Everybody is very fixed and determined to put in the work, give out their A games. The update, guys, for this minute. I want to say a big thank you to every single one of you who joined in to catch the videos. Huge respect to all of you who are subscribed to the channel. Thank you guys so much, and stay tuned as more updates unfold. I will definitely be here to drop them to you by God's grace. Have a blessed day.